Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Always showing up, showing your girl some love. Y'all, I usually don't edit and like repeat things over and over again, but I think I'm being distracted by my own eyebrows and whatever that is in the bush that just fell. Anyway, happy Halloween to you all. Guess who I am down in the comments if you don't already know. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know. I have an amazing perfume to match these eyebrows and this outfit and this headpiece as well. Y'all, you all know that I was over in Canada for a while and then I went straight back into work. I have completely missed every single one of you, you know, the engagement, all of that. I've been watching your videos like a lot, so I haven't been commenting all the time, but I'm watching everyone's videos, y'all. So just know that I am still here for you all as well. We have an amazing fragrance haul today, one that I purchased a lot of fragrance over in Canada, or fragrances while I was in Canada from the US that was sent to my house. So we're gonna talk about those fragrances today, just in general. We're not gonna go into details on notes too much, but I'm gonna show you what I purchased over in Canada and all the stuff that I purchased while I was in Canada that was from the US or had sent to my house. Anyway, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, turn on those notification bells. Follow me on Instagram as well. We just have a lot of fun over there. I've been really active on Instagram because you don't have to take a lot of time to edit videos, to, you know, speak about perfume and all of that stuff. So it's a little shorter. You can do like a 1-minute reel and call it a day. Most of the time I'm doing reels when I get off from work and then I'm hopping into bed, y'all. So anyway, we're gonna talk about all of these amazing fragrances, some that I haven't even posted on Instagram. All right, so without further ado, you all know that I met Nisha over in Canada. We definitely need to spend more time together. Go watch her video. I did a live on my Instagram and she posted a YouTube video on her YouTube channel. Her YouTube channel is Spicy Lugs, and I definitely need more time in Canada and more time with my girl Nisha. She's a whole vibe. Love her spirit, her outlook, all of that. Y'all, we just completely vibe and I had an amazing time. All right, so without further ado, I'm gonna give you the very first fragrance that I purchased while over in Canada, the one that I had been watching and looking at for a long time, and this is by the house of Christian Dior. Didn't get the box, which I was a little disappointed about because the box is gorgeous, y'all. It's dark blue, it has this gold all over it, everything. So this is Jasmin, I was calling it Jasmin Des Anges, but I think he pronounced it Jasmin Des Anges, I think. Jasmin Des Anges, Jasmin Des Anges, I think that's how you pronounce it. So anyway, the jasmine flowers, apparently Christian Dior purchased a lot of these flowers because the flowers only bloom a certain amount of time a year, and he wanted access to those flowers right away before anyone else. So the guy at the store gave me like this really amazing stories behind Christian Dior. He really knew his stuff. So anyway, y'all, I love the note of jasmine, and I had been looking at this fragrance for a while. It's a bit expensive, y'all. So this is the 125 ml bottle. Initially, you get a really fruity jasmine. You get a really, not a heady jasmine, but it's a really rich jasmine. There's an apricot or like a really light osmanthus or peachy note in here as well. It's really beautiful. But you get basically a fruity jasmine, but the jasmine is creamy. It's very concentrated. It's not heavy, but y'all, it's a very beautiful scent. You can wear this scent to me all year long, winter, spring, summer, fall, because of the creaminess of this fragrance. But the fruitiness just adds a little bit of brightness to the fragrance as well. But I'm loving it. It's sophisticated, it's elegant, it's luxurious. You can smell the luxury from the jasmine in here, y'all. It's just such a beautiful jasmine. All right, that is all, and this is Christian Dior's. This is the private line, okay? I'm gonna do a review on all of my Christian Dior fragrances soon. I think I have about 5 or 6 of them. Oh, y'all, so with this, which enticed me to purchase this even more, he gave me several samples, and then it also came with this, y'all. And this is the one that's the special edition. The fragrance is the same, but the box is just different, okay? So with that, I got 3 10 ml samples, which was very enticing to purchase the fragrance. So I ended up getting, this one is Gris Dior. I can tell by the juice. This one is Rouge. This one is Rouge Trafalgar. And this one, this lighter pink one here is La Cote Noire, I think it is. So I got 3 free 10 mLs or complimentary 10 ml fragrances to go with this, the larger one, 125 ml. And not to mention it was like $40 off. So I was like, hey, I've always been wanting the jasmine fragrance. Let me go ahead and get it. All right, so the next one, let's talk about, all of these I bought at Saks over in Canada, y'all. So the next one, I was super excited because I talked to the salesperson. She's like, oh, these fragrances are limited to Canada. So you all know that every time I go somewhere and travel, I always want to get a fragrance specifically from that area. But you guys, y'all, she got me, okay? She really got me, because it's my fault. Because I should have checked on Fragrantica and all the other sites, as I usually do, before I actually buy the fragrance. So this is I bought 2 of them, and I was actually gonna buy the whole line, and I was so glad that I didn't, because I overpaid for all of these. So this is by Salvatore Ferragamo. So I got Oceans de Seta, and then I got Giardini de Seta. And these, they were specific to certain areas of the world. But y'all, they're on Fragrance Buy, okay? I paid $125 for these. They are on Fragrance Buy for $50, okay? I was annoyed. But anyway, she gave me a ton of samples. She gave me like 3 samples of each one. There are also 2 other ones, which is, I'm not pronouncing this right, which is Jungle, I don't know, De Seta. I'll put that one here. This one's more green in scent. And then you have Savane De Seta, and this one's more of a citrus. These are very light, airy. They are EDPs, but it also lists the notes on the back of the box as well. So this one has a salty accord. There's magnolia. It's very oceanic. There's heliotrope in here. So when I initially spray this, let me show you the bottle, y'all. The bottles are super cute, and that's what really attracted me and like brought me over to the fragrance, the display. So this is the bottle. Gorgeous. You have the coral, you know, very aquatic, oceanic, slight sweetness to it. The heliotrope makes a little powdery in the dry down. But y'all, it's beautiful, but it lasts about 4 hours, okay? I would say 4 to 6 hours depending on how you spray. Absolutely love it. I actually want the other 2, but they don't come with tops on Fragrance Buy, but I might get them anyway, because you know, people say there's something about not having a complete set of something, and there were only 4 of these, so I kind of want the other 2 as well, you know. But would I wear them? That's the question. So in this, it's really pretty. Like I said, there's magnolia, a salty accord. There's heliotrope. It smells like there's some fruity notes in here as well, but something very airy. But it's a beautiful, beautiful scent. Smells very oceanic, like the sea, just as the bottle, y'all. Gorgeous. So the next one that I purchased, I've actually worn it at least 4 times since I've been back, and that one's the fruity one. It has a beautiful note of rhubarb inside, y'all. So and this one's my favorite one. This one's a Giardini de Seta. Now in here you have your red rhubarb, you have some sakura flower, which Christian Dior has a sakura perfume as well too, and I absolutely love it. It's fruity as well. You have your, let's see, there's vetiver, there's Madagascar vanilla in here, but you really get a really fresh rhubarb in the opening and the creaminess in the dry down. But y'all, these bottles are gorgeous. Really, really pretty. But yeah, see, I've been using this one a lot. So I've worn this one about 4 times. It's gorgeous. You really get that sakura flower, a really very bright floral, fresh, you know, scent. You get it smells like a little bit of rose in here as well, but you get a bright note of rhubarb in here as well. Y'all, I love this stuff. It's sweet, it's not tart, it's more of a sweet, creamy rhubarb in the dry down, and I'm absolutely loving this one. I almost bought a backup bottle over there of this one. That's how much I loved it. I got a compliment on this one as well when I was over there, and I wore it for the day. So y'all, this is a good one, so get your nose on it. And these are by Salvatore Ferragamo. I don't have any Ferragamo fragrances, so I thought this would be nice to go with my collection. So the next ones we're going to talk about, oh, these here. This one is a really pretty bright citrusy fragrance as well. It doesn't list the notes on here, but actually it may inside. So in the citrus one, I really like them all. It doesn't say, but anyway, we're moving on. I'm going to do a separate review on these 4 fragrances. Okay, so the next one, y'all know Dua and I, we just really don't get along, you know. I purchased Dua fragrances a couple of years ago when they first came out. They weren't my thing. They smelled oily, smelled like gasoline, like it just wasn't my thing. So I ended up giving like the 10 of them away, probably more, 10 or 15 away that I initially had, because people were like, oh, they're so good, but I have a sensitive nose, so I got all of the oil and the fragrance. I don't know what they were using, but whatever it was, it smelled a little gasoline-y, like I was changing it. I was giving myself an oil change or something. So anyway, my boy Rico and Claudia spoke on Instagram highly of these fragrances, and this one's apricot brandy, and they talk about them like they're just like so amazing. And this one's bananas Foster. I love a good banana fragrance. I love Banana, which is my favorite banana fragrance, with the violet, the powdery violet and banana in there. It's very fresh, airy, but you get a banana and a banana leaf in that fragrance. Stunning. I love it. So I've been really digging banana fragrances lately. So this Bananas Foster, it smells exactly like Bananas Foster. It smells like a boozy Bananas Foster. But yeah, in the opening, I don't know if it's the vanilla, if there's a bourbon vanilla. I'm actually getting a little bit of like oudie scent in here as well. But in the dry down, it smells just like a bananas ice cream, a bananas dessert, Bananas Foster basically, y'all. But anyway, I really like it. I would actually use this for layering. Would I wear this on my own? I would probably mix it with a vanilla or whatever, but it's good. It's really good. I like it. The next one is apricot brandy, which I like more. You can actually layer these two together, apricot brandy and Bananas Foster, and they were completely good. I did it one day on my skin, and it was beautiful. I didn't wear a full body, but I did wear it to test it. So apricot brandy is a beautiful apricot smelling brandy. It's gorgeous. It's really boozy. It's fruity. It's rich. You get like, I really feel like I get a brandy or a rum, a brown rum inside. But yeah, I love this one, apricot brandy. So Rico and Claudia, you were on point. I don't get that oil. Initially, I don't know if they've changed things, but I'm not getting that scent that I got many years ago, which completely turned me off to Dua fragrances. These are completely different now. I love these. All right, the next two is by Mahogany Fragrances. It's a black-owned company. I tried Tandem. Carissa sent me Tandem. She sent me some samples. We kind of did a sample swap. Absolutely love Tandem. It's a clean, calming bedtime fragrance. It smells like a warm sweater. It smells fluffy, like cotton almost, you know? It's really pretty. I can't explain this fragrance, but I got this one, and then I also got it's called Pas Encore Nom, Encore Nom, I think it is. Yeah, and this one's more of a woody, a fresh pineapple upside down cake, but there's a little bit of let's see what's in here. It's almost giving me, not a Creta Ventus, but it's giving me pineapple. It's giving me woodiness. It's giving me some vanilla, you know? It's giving me some bergamot. It's very fresh. I like this one because it's very fruity, bright. I'm definitely wearing this one in the, I would say, spring, summer, fall. Love this fragrance here. Tandem, I found very comforting, you know, something that I could wear to bed or when I'm just lounging around the house. Beautiful fragrances, but I'll go in detail with those when I do like another review on clean scents. So the next one is the lady that I'm wearing today. This fragrance was gifted to me, and this is by the House of Inspirational Fragrance from Frida Kahlo, and this is by the House of, I think it's Frida Kahlo, and this is the EDT. You can purchase this on FridaKahlo.com. When my coworkers, I took this to work. When my coworkers smell this fragrance on me, they were like, "It smells beautiful. It smells gorgeous. What do you have on?" This is more of a floral but fruity fragrance, but you gotta like white florals in here. Yeah, it's a very floral fragrance. So in here you have your grapefruit, you have some black pepper, which gives, it smells like pink pepper, not really black pepper. You have your jasmine, it's definitely jasmine heavy, lily of the valley. You have some pamplemousse, grapefruit, again, patchouli and musk. Now, this fragrance, you know, I absolutely love, and I'm not a super floral girl, but this one, it's floral, it's fresh, it's fruity, you know, it's bright, it's citrusy, and it dries down very creamy and elegant, y'all. I wasn't expecting that from this fragrance, and I ended up really loving it. So when you initially spray this, you definitely get that jasmine and that bright lily of the valley, and then it dries down to a creamy jasmine with a bright grapefruit. There's another fruit in here, you know? Yeah, a really bright citrusy grape. Maybe there's bergamot in here as well. I think there's some bergamot in here. But yeah, this is a beautiful fragrance, and I'm absolutely loving the bottle. The packaging is stunning, y'all. And Frida Kahlo, they sent me this headpiece to go with it as well. But the bottle is gorgeous, and it retails for about $60, $65, y'all. But yeah, the bottle's glass. You know, love it, love the inspiration. Frida Kahlo, I've always loved Frida Kahlo. I'm an artist myself. You know, she was a Mexican artist inspired by culture, the Mexican culture, just the natural things in Mexico, exotic, really exuberant paintings she did. And I've always loved Frida Kahlo. People growing up, I had kind of like a unibrow. I still wax it today, y'all, but people used to tease me about having a unibrow. So I completely related to Frida Kahlo even when I was a teenager back then. And I'm an artist myself, if you don't know. I painted for money, you know, growing up. I used to paint portraits. I painted, you know, just objects, but I kind of got away from it when I went to nursing school, and I haven't done it in a while, y'all. But I'm actually an artist. I wrote a lot of creative books, so yeah, that part of my brain is really, really working. Okay, so the next one we're going to talk about is one that everybody has their eye on at the moment, and this is by Atelier Disorder. Atelier Disorder, and this is the celebratory fragrance Pink Me Up. Now, I wanted this fragrance because of the bottle. The bottle is stunning, you guys. You know, it opens up like this. Look at that. Gorgeous. So anyway, this fragrance in here, there's some florals, of course, and there's some fruity notes in here, and it's supposed to mimic celebration. There's a second one, there's a pear. The other one is caviar inspired. It's a little rich, woody, dark. That one wasn't for me, but this one, if it smells like pink champagne, this smells like a sparkling mimosa with black currant, like blackberries, raspberries in there. Just say you threw like some watery fruits, some ripened watery fruits, and a glass of bubbly, sparkling champagne, and you know, kind of crush the black currant, blackberries around, and it gave you a little bit of sweetness, y'all. But this is definitely giving me, yeah, it's definitely giving me champagne vibes. It smells like sparkling, bubbly champagne with black currant, blackberries, and raspberries. More of the purple fruits, the black currant and the blackberries, y'all. But I am loving this bottle, loving the fragrance. For me, this is more of like a dress-up, upscale, maybe date night, wedding, bridal shower, bridal party type scent, you know, something like that. Something where you have to dress up and get really, really pretty, y'all. But I'm loving this fragrance. It's very bright. It's definitely a spring summer fragrance. This is not for the winter or the fall. You know, this is really gonna shine on your skin. And then when I did spray it all over my clothes, I got the gold flakes everywhere. This lasted about 12 hours, so it's very good performance because I actually wore this to work. Great performance, but be careful. This will be nice if you sprayed it on your skin. I think it will really shine on your skin as your skin warms up. Spray it on your skin and then you get those beautiful gold flakes everywhere and just gives you shimmer all over your body out. So good stuff, okay? I love that I purchased that fragrance. So the next one we have is a dupe, okay? I saw this on an Instagram page, and y'all, I was like, you know what? Even though I have all the 3 Delinas, the Delina Trios, Exclusive, La Rose, and the Original, love them all. I was so curious about this Lady Rosa, and this is by the house of Martin Martin. I actually ordered this on Amazon, but you can order it from the site. I don't know what the shipping is, because I do think it is international. Just Google it, y'all. It'll come up. You can order it somewhere. I paid $70, but you can find it between $65 and $70. Y'all, this is a Delina dupe, but you don't get that sharp rhubarb in here. Anyway, I ended up ordering all the other fragrances as well from this house because I was obsessed when I smelled it. I took it to work as well. I'm always taking my fragrances to work. Everyone fell in love. The bottle is gorgeous. It's heavy. It's glass. The cap, I feel like this is glass as well. It's very secure. The bottle's stunning, y'all. You know, it looks like a mosque. Yeah, I love it. But this is called Lady Rosa. I think when I looked on Amazon today, there was only 1 left. Initially, there was 13. So in here you have your lychee, rhubarb, bergamot, rose, peony, petalia, cashmere, vetiver, and some cedar. Y'all, this is like the best. I actually love this more than Delina because you don't have that sharpness. You get a little more of that rhubarb, but it's a little sweet. It's almost candied like. Yeah, it almost smells like a Delina, a hard Delina candy. Like if Delina was a hard candy, because it adds a little more sweetness, a little more fruitiness to it. It's not as woody, but y'all, it's not as tart. This is really, really good. It's amazing. And I ordered a backup bottle, even though I don't need one. But Lady Rosa, if you like Delina, if you don't like the price tag of Delina, it smells like Delina, La Rose, and Delina combined, you know? All of them, all 3 of them combined. No, this is not powdery, but you do get a little bit of that fuzzy cashmere in here as well that makes it very warm. But y'all, I am loving this fragrance, Lady Rosa. It's amazing, okay? Get your nose on it. And the packaging is great as well. It lists the notes. The box is a little matte. You know, it's very secure. Love their packaging inside and out. There will be a review coming on 5 of their other fragrances as well. You know, I was so impressed by this one that I really had to get into the rest of the house. I was very intrigued, y'all. So the next one, we're almost done. It's by City Rhythm. This is Now's by City Rhythm. And y'all, this is a very nice fragrance, okay? And this was inspired by his trip to New Orleans. And I love it. And it gives you, like, the packaging is good. You got the New Orleans beads inside. I ended up ordering the 100 ml bottle because I do love a boozy fragrance. I know some people are like, oh, yeah, I have the 50 mls of his other fragrances. But this one, based on the notes, I was like, I think I'm going to go ahead and get the 100 ml. So this is the bottle. I think it retails for about $180. Or $150, $180 or $150, y'all. It also gives you a little New Orleans jazz card in here as well. So I know it's inspired by beignets. It's inspired by New Orleans booze. I think there's rum, there's cognac in here as well. I'm gonna do a house review on his fragrances. So y'all stay tuned for that. But y'all, it's praline in here. Ooh, this is boozy. This might be one of my booziest fragrances. Yeah, it might be one of the booziest fragrances I have. It's rich, like rich. Yeah, I'm gonna do a whole, this is, I think, are the 5th or the 6th fragrance I have from City Rhythm, maybe the 6th or the 7th. But I'm gonna do a review on this, but this is This will be my top booziest fragrance. The praline, the vanilla. It smells like a baked beignet with some rum and cognac and some praline. It's super sweet. It's not overly sweet, but it's boozy, y'all. Boozy. Okay, all right, get your nose on that. Or you can wait for the house review, or you can order a sample. Let me put this back in right. I have the beads on the bottom. But yeah, it's City Rhythm. He's been on it with these fragrances. So last but not least, this person will be at Scent Explorer. I also met him at Glamcation, and this is Michael from Aromas De Salazar. Now initially when he had his table, I sniffed a couple things, and I was a little afraid because I was like, I know he deals with a lot of ouds, and he's very intricate with his fragrance, and you know, he's very detailed, and it's very like it's like he has a love affair, you know, with the notes and the juice and the perfume, you know, the way he talks about it. I'll link his YouTube channel down below. He gives us education on it over on Instagram and over here on YouTube. Like, I am loving the way I'm loving his journey. He's his own perfumer. So anyway, I said, you know what, let me take my time, let me go ahead and read the notes, check everything out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and order some fragrances. So Cafe Fiesta, yeah. It's so good. So I love the packaging. You know, I ordered the 50 ml bottle of Cafe Fiesta. Love it. So in here, let me go ahead and sniff it. So I get my high. So anyway, he gives you the notes with the cards on it, so those that are new to fragrances, you can understand what you're smelling. So in here you have your you have your pineapple, you have some coffee, Hedione, Rose Absolute. It says Italian coffee extract to be exact, bergamot and pineapple. Okay, you have some vanilla bean, Isoe Super, and benzoin. Y'all, to me, this smells like, of course, vanilla, pineapple, but this fragrance reminds me of when I went to the Dole Whip plantation in Hawaii. It's like you're walking into a coffee shop and you have a bowl of Dole Whip in your hand and some vanilla, and it's just such an amazing fragrance. I absolutely love it. The coffee in here is not too strong. You get it a little more in the dry down, but it's a beautiful additive to his fragrance. Who would have known that pineapple, coffee, Isoe Super, and vanilla, they all go together, y'all? So anyway, this is like Michael Salazar at Aromas De Salazar. Like I said, he'll be at Scent Explorer, and I have a couple of other fragrances that he has as well, but I bought sample sizes. Y'all, he's amazing, and like, he's very everything's so intricate, and you know, everything's so personal for him. And not to mention, he worked in the ER, so he was in medicine before, and he decided to just quit his job and do something that he absolutely loved. He said he loved what he did, but he was always into fragrances as well. So I bought 3 other ones as well. I ordered a couple other samples or 10 mLs, and I'm gonna do a house review on his fragrances, but I'll link everything down below for now. So the next one I was interested in is Cherry Charming. I love a good cherry note. Now, I got more of a cherry on the paper than I did get on my skin. I get a little bit of the maraschino cherries. It's very airy, but I get more of the base notes in this fragrance. This one is okay for me. I like it, but I don't love it. So in this one, you get your maraschino cherry, some peach, bitter almond. You do get that bitter almond note in here as well, but you get the peppercorn, ylang ylang. So what I get is a lot of the earthy oak moss, the patchouli. There's oud in here as well, but it's not too heavy. If you love oud, you really need to check into these fragrances. Maybe not so much this one as your first option, but this one, Choco Oud, is amazing, y'all. I wish I would have got a full bottle of this, but I got enough stuff, so I'll stick with my 10 ml. Choco Oud, there's jasmine, there's coconut, there's rose, there's a chocolate cake accord, there's Choco Absolute, and butter. This one literally smells, if you see my review on Instagram, this one smells like oh, by the way, he's having a sale. You buy 3, you get 1 free. And then I think if you spend over $50 or $20, you get 25% off, y'all. So go check him out. And I think it's up. I don't know if I'll be able to put this video out fast enough, but Black Friday's coming, so people are gonna have Black Friday sales as well. But this smells like a rich, I don't know if you've had that chocolate, that fudge chocolate cake from the Cheesecake Factory, but this smells like the rich dark chocolate fudge cake with coconut sprinkles, and it's a little buttery as well. Just say you poured a little butter on top of the icing and you melted it, and it's a little tad bit oudy, a smooth creamy oud in the dry down. I am absolutely loving Choco Oud. It's amazing. This one is my second favorite after Cafe Fiesta. Now the next one is Blueberry Morning. Love, love, love Blueberry Morning. Another 10 ml. Now in this fragrance, you get Spanish Saffron Absolute, you get Morning Sweet Blueberries, Gardenia, Cambodian Oud, all that, but you don't get a super huge oudy fragrance in this oudy note in this fragrance. You definitely get a ton of saffron. You get a lot of blueberry in here. I'm almost smelling a raspberry scent as well, but it's such an amazing fragrance. But I really get that rich burst of, I think it's Spanish Saffron Absolute. He deals with a lot of natural fragrances. I'm gonna do a separate review on that, so I'm not gonna talk about it too much, but that is it. I don't want this video to run too long, you guys. Anyway, that is my Canadian haul, you guys. Like I said, love meeting my girl Nisha. Had an amazing time. I am definitely going back to Canada. If you live in Canada, I'll post it on Instagram before I go over there. I tried to get with more people, but you know, life gets in the way. So maybe I'll give people notice ahead of time, not 2 weeks, but maybe like a whole month or two before I come over there next time, so we can all arrange and meet with one another. Alrighty, y'all, thank you for watching, listening, all that. Go on to the world, spend amazing sillage, do good, be good, and I love you all. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. Hope you are enjoying my reviews and learning a lot and having a lot of fun as well. All right, bye bye, y'all.